Those hardcore fishing guys, they really are a completely different breed than your traditional fair-weather pleasure craft boater that we typically see out on the water. And today we're going to talk a little bit about some of those differences. Welcome back, guys, to this week's episode of Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. As many of you may have noticed, we've given away quite a few Drain Plug Mafia tumblers over the last couple weeks. This week we're actually at the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show, so we're not going to give one away today. But the only way we can afford to continue to do those kind of things is with the support of great sponsors like one of my favorite games out there right now, Fishing Clash, and we'll talk about them here in just a little bit. Now, one of the biggest differences between your hardcore fisherman and your typical pleasure boater is the way they actually look at boats in general. That hardcore fishing guy doesn't look at the boat as a pleasure toy. In fact, they look at their vessel as another tool in their tool belt to try and catch fin. I mean, most hardcore fishermen live by that motto, sleep, eat, fish. And a lot of times they'll even try and skip that sleep part, as most of these guys are out there on the water well before any of us get moving in the morning. Now, there's a good reason behind this. The fish are a little more active in the morning, and the other big reason is none of us are actually out there on the water yet, boating around them, disturbing the peace. But let's be honest, fishermen are probably the second most harassed group on the water, right behind them jet ski boys. Now, I gotta imagine that means if you're a jet ski fisherman, you probably are in your own subset, and you may be the most harassed person on the water. I mean, just look at all the videos we see online of boaters being harassed about fishing around docks or fishing in canals or having trolling lines out. You'll kind of see some of the stuff they go through. The next major difference between that hardcore fishing guy and your typical fair weather pleasure boater is that fair weather part. These guys, it doesn't seem to matter. If the fish are running, they're going out even when the rest of us are staying in. I mean, just watch these guys come out of haulover on days when it's crazy. I see images like this and I just think, no way. This does not look like a fun way to spend my day. These are the type of days where I just want to sit on my couch and play my favorite game, Fishing Clash, and get a very similar experience. Get to pick a nice tropical locale to go to without all the headaches of getting drenched or getting seasick. And forget all the preparations you have to do just to get out there on the water. Getting ice, bait, and everything like that, it's all done for you. I mean, this is in your pocket. You just pull it out, set it up, and play. Also, you're not just limited to your local area and the type of fish you get. Here, you're going to have a wide variety of species of fish you can catch. So for example, if you live in Wisconsin but have always wanted to catch a triggerfish, you can now do so without the crazy expense of going to the coast. One of the amazing things that really separates this game from other fishing games is the advantage of being able to interact. You can duel other fishermen within the game. You can even start a fishing clan, invite your family and friends, form together, and try and build it up. The gameplay is super intuitive and very easy to learn. Anybody can play this game. In fact, my 4-year-old has played with me as well. The game is super simple to download. Just click the link in the description below or use the QR code on the screen. Now, I'm not going to send you into this fishing world all on your own, unarmed. Use my free gift code BRONCOSGURU and you're going to receive a free 3-star rod upgrade, 1 mythical lure, 50 luck power-ups. You'll also get 30 weight power-ups to help you catch bigger fish.
We got weights and fish! There we go!
Also this week, you'll be able to participate in their special Halloween event, which will allow you to immerse yourself into special Halloween atmospheres, as well as participate in some special Halloween-themed competitions, solving daily riddles, all allowing you to earn some special power-ups and rewards only available during this event. So go ahead and download the game at the end of the video. It really is a free way to help support the channel and let us keep doing some of the things we're doing. One of the other things I've really noticed that started to change in the whole fisherman game in the last several years is it's no longer just fishermen. We've seen a lot more women and children and families get involved in this, and it definitely can be seen in the boating market as well, as we've seen a lot more fishing vessels start coming out with more family-friendly features to encourage everybody to go, which means it's no longer going to be just the boys out there trying to fish the biggest thing out of the water they can find, which is a good thing. It's always nice when you can get the whole crew involved, get them out on the water for a nice long day of fishing, and enjoy your time. Now, another thing that differentiates the hardcore fisherman from the everyday average Joe that goes out there on the water is they're going to find a way to get it done. No matter what, if the fish are running, it doesn't matter if they're missing a piece of equipment, missing a tool, these guys are gonna find a way to pull it together, get that boat down to the water, and get out to the fishing grounds. Now, one other fact that's interesting about the hardcore fishermen is they're quite the storyteller. They're gonna be a better storyteller than most. They're always gonna have these amazing stories about all these huge fish they caught and other kinds of encounters they had out on the water, and many of them will be amazing stories. But after hearing that story, sometimes you're gonna be introduced to an additional type of hardcore fisherman called the storybook hardcore fisherman, and that's the guy that every time he hears a story about somebody else's amazing fishing experience, he's always going to have one that's just a step above that, but unfortunately for some reason, nobody else was ever at those experiences. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. If you ever see anything crazy happening out in your waterways, be sure to hit me up on Facebook or Instagram and let me know, and you might see your stories over here. Just like Alan Freese, Bust Eisen, Dennis Yanadis, Jamie Alicio, JWin954, Lake Ida Fishing Charters, Miami Boat Ramps, Strike Zone Fishing Rhode Island, Cat Ruiz 12, and Tim Davis did this week. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here. And once again, don't forget to check out the incredible game Fishing Clash. Once again, the details are in the description below.